Welcome to Yulman Stadium in New Orleans, home to the Tulane Green Wave, and as this city likes to say, let the good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on a team from the AAC, the Tulane Green Wave. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Virginia's return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. And here's the veteran, a guy who has been around and is ready to finish his final season with a bang.
So nice to have guys like this that have been around the block and know the offense inside and out. Guys I can trust. Leadership, play on the field, all the boxes are checked.
Yeah, because he's a leader, too, I think this is a guy the offense looks to make plays early. So if I'm the quarterback, I'm calling this guy's number a lot early in this game to go make plays.
The give to the back. At the 40, there he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They'll go to the fullback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Second down coming up. They go to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. Across the 25, he's got room. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cavaliers. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And that is the kind of drive to start a season that is going to put a smile on your head coach's face. They were just methodical in the way they marched down the field. Awesome execution. You cannot start the season any better than that right there.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Tulane's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive stage, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
The best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
Tulane right back to the line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. The back goes in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down distances, 3rd downs, and having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's a good idea offensively. Try to get this guy the football in space on the perimeter of the field, throwing him the swing pass, and see if he can make something happen.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Red pass, it's complete. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
And you immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Fullback's got it. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll leave it with him. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
The Cavaliers with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Forced out of the pocket. He'll fire to his right. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball. And you can tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness, but it wasn't a great decision.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Finds the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, 3rd and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the 1st down.
Quarterback adapted. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
1st and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another 1st down, 1st and 10 again.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the 2nd half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last 1st down gets them a little bit of confidence.
They're trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Bully ball on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Tulane right back to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the quarterback is snowed under.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football, and they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Unloads to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, going up top. Setting up the screen. At the 45, on his way. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Tulane! And once he found open space, the fans might as well start playing.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
On the option. Quick toss. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. Unleashes one. Complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Going up top on first down. Going for it all. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Let's see what they've got on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yulman Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Cavaliers will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Smacks it with the stiff arm. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Tempo and overdrive.
Man, that is a big hit. And that's a hit that I'm going, listen, I'm the OC, I'm the head coach. I don't want to take many of those. I want to run the RPOs and my quarterback. But, Palmer, I got to understand the difference between the critical situations when I want him to take hits and the other times when I want him to take a slot.
Yeah, you got to live to play another day if you're this quarterback.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Off play action. Got his man downfield. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got his man quickly. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want in offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short, now set up in a 1st and goal situation.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
He'll do it himself. And he'll finish finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And I tell you what, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football. And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Just going to keep it after the snap. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
They'll go to the ground. Touchdown, Cavalier! And that one will give them the lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Ball in the air, intercepted. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off play action on first down. He's got his man. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. A run for the quarterback. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Cavaliers are on the move. He's looking to throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Big fullback's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a first down, those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes, just hit you in the mouth.
Defense trying to come up with a stop. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
And in this situation late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Give to the fullback. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start... And so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The give to the fullback. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On the option. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that fourth down, guys. That was a design quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that fourth down.
The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the first down. Run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very...